We gotta do one of these episodes where we just have a bit every time that we just all drink at the same time and don't say anything about it.
A little
I
Easter
think that'd be
egg.
good. Yeah, little Easter egg. Let me know
You
if
start
you
adding
spot
little
it.
Easter eggs.
I've been adding the
That'd be
Adventure
good.
Time snail to every episode. If you guys
Could you imagine? That'd be tough. Hell yeah! Welcome back to another episode of 101 The Goob. Here we are. We're here back with the Christmas episode. And quite frankly, we are happy to be back. Not much going on around here, am I right, guys?
Yeah, what are your Christmas plans,
Weird.
Matthew?
Hanging out. Hanging out with family. Spending time. Presents. What about you?
Oh, being holly and jolly. Both of them.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Wow.
And Matt?
Santa.
Okay. Okay.
Elves?
We gotta talk.
Reindeer? Sorry. Anyways, yeah, we're back. 35. Wow. That's how old Bailey is.
Okay.
That's an old joke. Sorry.
For episode 35, you gotta tell 35 friends. We're closing in on 50 subscribers.
Dude, I saw that earlier and I was like, what the hell? We have to get to 100 by freaking January 1st.
We do have to get to 100 by January 1st. We got to have a crazy, crazy holiday season here. If y'all have any ideas, anything that would get the folks excited, fire them off downstairs, because all the people listening.
That's just me so excited about all the things that they're saying.
Yeah, they're saying so much. They're saying, "Wow, we love this podcast. We're gonna tell 15 of our friends right now." Yeah. Check out Gooberty. That's out on the channel now. That's a big shout out to Matt for firing off that edit and getting that out there. Thank you so much, Matt. Give us 15 reasons why people should watch Gooberty.
Number 1, it's funny. Number 2, Tony's in it.
Okay.
So it's always a good one. It's always a good one when Tony's in it. On it, better than the rest, honestly, when Tony's in it. Actually, don't watch any video unless Tony's in it.
Okay.
And that's all I got.
Okay.
Sorry, I got sidetracked on Tony. You know how it goes.
We've all been there. We've all been there.
It happens.
That being said, should we check in on the Goop hotline?
Ring, 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 ring.
717 803
803
7302
7302.
717-803-7302. Give us a call in. Let's see what we've got going on in the voicemail.
You have 2 new voice messages. New message.
I didn't realize there was a 3-minute limit, but I was basically done. I just wanted to say, good out, and Justin Herbert continues to not be a top 5 quarterback at this point in time. Goodbye.
To replay this message, press 1. To delete, press 7. To return the message sender's call, press 8. This message marked for deletion. There are no more messages. Main menu. To listen to your messages, press 1. To send a message, press 2. To create a greeting, press 3.
Yeah, we'll
That
be
was
honest.
a crazy one.
Yeah, we didn't hear a single thing.
Oh, not a thing?
Mm-mm.
Oh, okay.
Was it
I
good?
didn't want to mess up the audio on your end though.
No, it's
so
all good.
we were just acting.
It said there were two. It played the first one, and then didn't play the second one, and said there were no more remaining messages. But it was
weird.
from our loyal listener Tim, and he had called in a second time saying that he didn't know that there was a 3-minute limit. So I'm assuming he had maxed out. He said that Justin Herbert is not a top 5 quarterback, and Goob out is all we heard. Unfortunately, I don't know where the first voicemail went. But that being said, Justin Herbert is most likely a top 5 quarterback. He has the talent of being a top 5 quarterback. He's in the A tier of quarterbacks. That is not the S tier of the big 3, in my opinion. What are your guys' thoughts on Justin Herbert?
It sounds like Sherbert.
He's not Drake May.
Do you genuinely think Drake May is better than Justin Herbert right now?
I think Drake May's the king of the league, and I think that the Patriots are never going to lose again.
Okay. Tim will like to hear that, I guess. Yeah.
I think defense wins games.
Yeah, you would say that.
That's what I think. Quite frankly, that's what I think right now.
I think freezing temperatures and blistering winds saves a bad offense from playing poorly in Green Bay. But hey, we're a baseball podcast, and we're here to talk about baseball things. Isn't that right, guys?
Yeah, baby. Baseball.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought you were going somewhere with that. You're just getting excited.
Yeah.
Okay. Today we are going to get into a bit of a tier list here of the Philadelphia Phillies and our favorites and how we rank them. We all had our own ways of ranking them, and so we have a very fun list. And at the end, we actually have a cool little exercise we all did that ranks our top 10 and bottom 10 favorite and least favorite Philadelphia Phillies of the 2025 season. Something to stick around for. It'll be super fun. We'll really get into it. But that being said, I did want to talk about some stuff going on recently. I've been watching The Chair Company. Have you guys seen Sunday's episode?
I have.
Bro, that was wild. For a second, I was like, no shot he's doing a Scrooge. Like, obviously, earlier in the episode, there was a Scrooge bit. I was like, no shot, this is Scrooge. It zooms out, bro, and it was Scrooge.
It was Scrooge.
Bro, Scrooge was huge. Oh, my Lord. That was wild. Bailey, show a picture on the screen.
No, I won't. I won't
Oh,
do
man.
that. I couldn't believe it. I felt like it really blindsided you. I'm sure that was the point of it all. That character's name is Mike, I believe, right?
Mike.
I really like Mike. Mike reminds me a lot of the people I surround myself with. And I find him very funny. I think the radio show that he listens to. I don't know if you. I'm sure you guys noticed, but when Ron Trosper, when he walks into Mike's apartment, Mike is lip syncing to the episode of the radio show. He already knows it. It's just fuck shit, bitch.
I like to imagine that it's him though. Like what he's listening to is him, and he's listening to it, loving it.
I think that the funny part of it is he did mention before in the show that he doesn't watch TV. He just he just watches porn. So it was kind of a full circle moment. Because he was watching it in the car the one time when he was. I just think it's a great commonality across this character, and one thing you can't accuse Tim Robinson and Zach Klein of is that they are dedicated to the bit. They don't forget a single aspect of a joke, and I think that's what makes the show special, in my opinion.
I'm not watching. I'm just listening. If you haven't watched A Chair Company, go do it. It's funny. It's a good drama.
Gets the blood pumping.
Somewhere.
Scrooge's blood was pumping.
Bro.
Have you guys been watching anything else recently?
I've been watching the 76ers.
They've been fun.
They've been fun. Edgecombe's been fun to watch. Maxi's been fun to watch. Embiid's been fun to watch. Everyone's been fun to watch.
Seeing Maxey come back down to earth a little bit, but the team still look okay, is good to see. He started off the season playing super well, and he's a great player. Don't get me wrong. Just like you can't keep up 85% 3-point shooting for the entirety of the season.
Yeah.
It's just not going to happen.
Unreal.
Yeah, he's been awesome. I love Tyrese Maxey. I feel like he is not talked about enough in like the upper echelon of Philly athletes.
Mm-hmm.
He just he seems to really love it here in Philly, and he's cool.
Cool guy.
Matt, you been watching anything recently?
The Chair Company mostly. Season 49 of Survivor is on right now.
I could talk some Survivor with you. Are you fully up to date?
I am fully up to date.
Okay.
Fully up to date.
Spoilers. Spoilers here for any
Spoilers.
Survivor fans. Go ahead.
I think every season that I watch, everyone kind of becomes a little less likable every season.
This
to
season
where
is especially bad.
I don't really want anyone to win. I don't really like anybody. There's some fun characters on there to watch. RIZGOD.
I hate
Baby.
Rizzo. I do not like him at all.
He's
Boston Rob
like,
on?
No Boston.
no, he's
Rob.
not. Maybe next season.
Maybe next season. I enjoy. I think his name's Steven, the guy with the curly hair.
Mm-hmm.
He's not, but he's just like a normal guy on every other season.
Yeah.
Like, it's weird that he's the one
Yeah.
I'm rooting for right now.
It is interesting too, like compared to all the other seasons, how there's no like, there was that one guy who got bit by the snake and then he's not on the show anymore. But he was like the only like big guy. There's no like 300-pound muscular dudes on this one. So I think going into the merge, into the individual competitions, it'll be interesting to see when there's not just one guy who's going to win every single one.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I think the one guy that would have been a real threat was Jason, but they got him kicked out pretty early. He was just an absolute freak at any puzzle they put him on. That was really cool to see. And I'm also really glad they got rid of Shannon. I did not enjoy watching her play at all. I thought it was really annoying. I am kind of rooting for Sage a little bit, I guess, in a strange way. I don't know.
Yeah,
No one's really likable.
No one's really likable. That's the hard part. So I'm kind of just watching to watch, but someone will win at the end. I'll be like, all right.
Yeah.
But Survivor.
That's some Survivor talk for y'all. We'll keep on doing that, man. I'm more than happy to break down some Survivor. That's I forget that you keep up with that. That's one of my favorite shows.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Yeah. But when we're talking about likability of people, what if we started ranking how much we liked the Philadelphia Phillies?
What is up, guys? We are here, and we're doing the Phillies likability tier list. let's figure out which Phillies we would want to go on a lunch date with.
Or it's just our favorite.
Or it's just our favorite. Some of us decided who do we want to hang out with. Some of us just picked favorites. And so we're just going to go through, boom, 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 figure out who we like, have a little bit of debate, have a little bit of fun, have a little bit of banter with one another. And why don't we just go ahead and freaking tee it off right now?
Go ahead.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and start. I mean, naturally, I love the guy, Ranger Suarez. I'm arguing that he's an S tier likable guy.
Okay.
He's always cool-headed. He's always smiling. He's chilling. He's doing his thing. Quite frankly, I want to go get some grub with him. I want to go hang out with him.
Is he a Philadelphia Philly?
Sorry. I thought we were going.
Sorry, no, I was just giving you a hard time.
Not right now. Not right now, he's not.
Is this where I get to say,
Sure.
Maybe A tier?
Oh, I wasn't sure if you meant if you were gonna say about someone else. Are you saying to Ranger Suarez right now, Matt?
I don't think he's S tier. I might go, I don't know, like, he's like, I would be hanging out with, like, maybe, like, Kyle Schwarber or something, and, like, Ranger was there, and I'd be cool with him. Like, we would get along, I think, but I don't think I'd seek out going out with Ranger just one-on-one.
Have you seen the video of Ranger Suarez singing in the locker room, drunk out of his mind, though? Because that's a really good video. What song is he singing? It's the All I Need Is Your Love Tonight.
I don't know the name of it.
He's holding 2 beers and he's he's going to town, man.
Yeah.
If we're talking pure likability, the playoff dominance, the cool behavior on the mound when the ball gets hit back to him, the coolness factor is there. Availability, you know, and I'm talking about injury availability here, but that also means lunch availability. If I call him, is his back going to be hurting that day?
That's true.
So
probably
I might lean more with Matt here to more of a top of A tier Ranger Suarez. Because I
feel good about that.
I'm still going to staunchly disagree with you guys.
That's okay. I'm fully buying into, for this tier list, it's who we want to go to lunch with. And I think right now Ranger at the top of A makes a lot of sense for me.
That's crazy, but if it's 2-1, I'll allow it.
He's the face of A tier, you know?
I disagree, but I'll allow it.
That's okay. See, the thing is if you start at the top in S, it's like, where can we go from here? He's not the first person I would choose. I know we all have our different firsts, but
who'd you choose?
I think I mean, if we're going straight into it, S tier number 1 for me, Kyle Schwarber.
Yeah.
I want to go to lunch with Kyle Schwarber. I'd love to have a beer with Kyle Schwarber. I'd love to go walk and look at Christmas lights with Kyle Schwarber. I'd love a hug from Kyle Schwarber. I think it would be awesome.
I want a hug from Kyle Schwarber.
Yeah. And that's kind of, I mean, just look at him. Just look at the guy. Look at that face. Can't go wrong with that.
He just looks like, I don't know. He's the type of guy that you're going out and it's like, you know you're having a good time. You're going out with Kyle and it's like, man, nothing's wrong. Nothing's wrong right now. Everything's right with Kyle.
Everything's good with him. And then you come back at the end of the day, you say, you know what? I love that guy. I love Kyle Schwarber.
Kyle Schwarber, he kind of made my day. Every time you go out with him.
It's true. And he hit 56 taters this season.
Yeah.
That is that is worth talking about. You could talk about that for at least 56 minutes. Probably talk at least a minute per home run.
Mm-hmm.
Can't agree more. I think Kyle Schwarber absolutely does belong in S. I think he's the face of S. I feel like the outpouring of love does not just come from Phillies fans when it comes for Kyle Schwarber. We've seen that now, especially with other teams. I'm looking at your team's fan base, Matt, the Red Sox, obsessing over this man. And I understand. He's a gorgeous hunk of meat, but he's the Philadelphia Phillies' gorgeous hunk of meat. Go Phils. Resign Schwarber. Just don't make it too expensive. Please.
Or do. You could afford it.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry.
No, that's okay. That works too. I'm going to go with another A tier here, in my opinion. And I'm going to put Brandon Marsh in A tier. I think there's a conversation to be had about putting him in S tier. He seems like the life of the party. Yeah, just wish he was better at baseball. I think I'd like him more.
Yeah. I mean, I'm happy with Marsh in the A tier.
I like that.
I mean, going out, like, yeah, life of the party. I feel like he's always doing something. And it's like, I don't know, he's just a funny guy. He's got good taste in music too. So it's like, you could pass Brandon Marsh the aux.
Oh, absolutely.
And you know something good's going to get put on. Yeah, I feel like A's a pretty solid spot for Brandon.
Great beard too.
Great beard.
Beautiful beard.
Overall hair, just good. I mean, like, I know he gets clowned on for having the wet hair and stuff like that, but he takes amazing care of his hair, and it always seems to be extremely well kept. And that's not an easy thing to do.
Exactly. And it's like, it doesn't look like he smells bad.
No, not at all.
It looks like you'd sit next to him and it's like, what's that? What are you wearing? And it's like, he has a new fragrance on every time.
That's what you think right now Brandon Marsh would be like?
Yeah.
I need you to get this granular on all of these hangouts, Matthew. I really do. Because that's killer analysis right there.
What can I say, dude? We're digging deep. We're digging deep on this. And quite frankly, this next one, I'm sorry, Nick Castellanos, but you're in the D tier. I would not want to go out to lunch with you. I apologize. I would only want to go out to lunch with you if you're in a good mood, quite frankly. If you're talking about Scooby-Doo, sure. I want to go out to lunch with you. But quite frankly, if you're in like a weird mood and you're saying what you said to Rob Thompson, quite frankly, I probably don't want to go out to lunch with you.
Nick Castellanos is the weirdest amalgamation of either going to be the best hangout you've ever had or the worst hangout you've ever had. And I think we all knew that friend in high school too. Where it's just like things are either going to go, it's going to hit the fan, or we're going to have the most fun we've ever had in our entire lives that we can't really tell anyone about. And that's kind of the Nick Castellanos energy right there. But I think as grown adults, we've all gotten past that stage. And Castellanos, talk about Scooby-Doo more.
Yeah, Castellanos,
I don't care.
Be better.
And if you hang out with him, you run the risk of someone influential dying around you.
Very true.
Yeah. He kind of
effect on people.
He kind of works on tragedy.
All right. From there, let's see. I'm thinking another S tier, Zach Wheeler.
100%.
I mean, it's a little different energy than a Kyle Schwarber S tier, I feel like. But S tier all the same.
100%.
I would love to hang out with him. I feel like he just has years beyond his age. I feel like the wisdom that he could instill in me would be generational.
I have
honestly.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Matthew.
No, you're good.
I just have a lot of respect for somebody that can like sit there and look at the end of his contract being 2027 and say, "Oh, that's it for me. I'm done after that." I hope it's not this situation, but like he's like, "No, I don't want to miss my kids' lives." He seems to have a really good head on his shoulders. He went through a ton of injury struggles, and just seeing him flourish into being the best player and the best pitcher in baseball for a few years now, is really cool to see from where he was. And then I think that just creates that wisdom that you're talking about, Matt. I feel like he was surrounded by probably a lot of older pitchers when he was on the injured reserve, and that definitely helped him further his career. And Kyle Schwarber and Zach Wheeler both seem like my dad in different forms. Not my dad specifically, but they seem like a dad in two different fonts, but both great dads.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Honestly, our S tier is just kind of bringing in dad energy. And quite frankly, I want to hang out with them. I want them to tell me stories. I want them to tuck me into bed, and I want to know more about them, quite frankly. I'm telling you, you're going out to lunch with Zach Wheeler. He's telling you about the fishing trip he just went on and some giant fish he just caught.
Mm-hmm.
And then he's going to tell you all about it. And like, it's not like it's boring you. It's interesting. Like you're in it. And quite frankly, I want to talk to him. I want him to give me some of that wisdom that he's got, because he surely has it.
I'm glad we all agree on S tier for that. I'm gonna go a little bit off the beaten path here, and I might throw us for a loop here, but I'm gonna go at the top of B. Taijuan Walker is a really, really awesome dude that unfortunately has not performed well here in Philadelphia. I remember his first season here, he rented out a food truck that he was like cooking in and like giving out free tacos to people in Philadelphia. He's all about food. He's all about the community. He just really, really unfortunately has not performed well here, and that's sullied his perception and my perception of him as well. But he seems like a great dude in every other aspect of it, and he seems like he'd be very interesting to talk to. He's also played in so many different cities, Cincinnati, New York, Philadelphia now. Just that it would be really cool to get his experience. I mean, a lot of these guys have a ton of travel under them, and he'd be one that I'd love to hear his takes on things, because he also just seems like a very nice guy.
I agree.
Quite honestly, I fully agree. When I was looking at the list, I was like, oh, where do we put Walker? And we're going on likability, so it's like you got to take that into account. Granted, not a lot of people like him. You also have to take that into account. Mm-hmm. And I feel like B in the middle road is a really good spot, because he is a good guy. Seeing him in the dugout, like, he's chilling. He's got good energy, and he does good things for Philly. And it's like, that's why he's in B.
The thing I've always enjoyed about him specifically, even with his struggles, is that he's never like acted like the struggles don't exist. Except for that one time when he was liking tweets about not being on the playoff roster. He seems to have always wanted to get to the bottom of his struggles, and that's something that not everyone will just say to the media, and I appreciate when people say that.
Yeah, being humble about your stuff, like, everybody sees it. There's no point in hiding it. Like, it's just kind of goofy at that point.
I agree. Solid pick.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, dude. Is it on me now?
I believe it's Matthew.
Oh, it's on Matthew. Okay.
Quite honestly, I want to try to find a C tier.
It's hard. C tier is a weird one. I see a couple, but even then, I could talk myself into B pretty easily.
I think I'm gonna argue Max Kepler at a C tier.
Yeah.
Just because of, I mean, he's on a 1-year contract, didn't perform amazing. Like, I feel like he was pretty average. Like, it's kind of what you expected on average throughout the season.
Can we add one little iota to make this a bit more like we can? We want to talk to them about being a Philadelphia Philly. Like, obviously we're going to talk to them about a bunch of things, but I think putting Max in C tier, because we don't have much to talk to him about being a Philadelphia Philly, is completely fair. Because then when you look at S and A tier, we're looking at even if Kyle Schwarber's only here for the 4-year contract that he signed, that's fine. You know what I mean? Like, the amount of joy that he brought us over these years, like, you still want to
I mean,
talk
he has
to
a
him
freaking
about that.
smoothie named after him
Exactly.
from Wawa.
I didn't mean to
kidding
cut you
me?
off there though, Matthew, but I just thought that's a good way to add a little bit of.
No, for sure. I mean, you're sitting there in the booth at the deli, and quite frankly, you got nothing to talk about with Max Kepler. You're sitting there and you're like, Wawa, and he's like, what the hell is that? And honestly, at that point, I'm sorry, Max. I'm sorry, man. Wish it could have been better.
So in your description here of an interaction, Matthew, is you going
Mm-hmm.
Wawa, and then he goes, I don't know. So I'm assuming that's your base opening line for all of these interactions.
No, I mean, we were at the deli, so I was just thinking about hoagies, and then
Okay.
so
right now-
and then I brought up Wawa.
We're gonna do some improv, okay, Matthew?
Oh, sure.
I'm you, and
Yeah.
you're Kyle Schwarber. We're at the deli, okay?
Mm-hmm.
All right. And action, I go, Wawa.
I love Wawa. I'm Kyle Schwarber.
Okay, all right.
I have my own smoothie.
That's good. That's really good. I just wasn't sure. So that's what
Mm-hmm.
gets you an S tier. So all right, then we'll run this back real quick. I'm you again. This time you're
Mm-hmm.
Max Kepler, okay?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Where are we?
In a deli.
In a deli. Thank you. Wawa.
I'm a little German boy. I don't know what Wawa is. Quite frankly, at that point, I'm like, what's going on? Some good analysis.
I think sometimes you just need to get into the shoes of the situation and figure out what exactly is going on.
Yeah.
I agree.
But yeah, Kepler at C makes a ton of sense to me. Matt, do you have any objection to Kepler at C?
No, it feels right.
Feels right.
Feels right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take the next one. I don't know if this is controversial. Bottom of D, bottom of everything, bottom of the barrel. Walker Bueller.
That's definitely a bit of your personal bias coming out. As a Red Sox fan, I get it.
He's angry. And he gets fired up. You know, there's guys that get fired up, but he just seems like an angry person. I feel like I could set him off real easily. I don't think he'd find me very funny at all. And I don't think we'd get along, quite frankly. And especially if we were talking Red Sox, we definitely would not get along. So, bottom of D.
That's fair. I feel like he wasn't a Philly long enough. I don't really have any strong feelings towards the guy in any way. It would be cool to hear about his stories about LA, winning World Series out there. He has a great postseason record, so I'm sure that would be at least interesting to talk about. But yeah, I'm indifferent. If we want to put him in D, we can put him in D. I just feel like it's a little bit harsh putting him in the same category as Nick Castellanos, who just Nick Castellanos really, by the end of his time in Philly, which isn't even the end of his time officially yet, is another year. It just is. I'm completely sour on the guy. I'm like totally over it. There's no
I think
aspect
a lot
of
of people
him
are.
that I'm even like remotely okay with anymore.
Yeah, for me, Bueller and Kepler are kind of in the same boat. Bueller more so. Like, dude's like, what the hell's Wawa? Like, Kepler's kind of heard about Wawa, but like Bueller has no clue. And quite honestly, I don't know. I don't know what we're talking about. Yeah, maybe talking about LA. We're not talking about Philly. Are you kidding me? I don't know. I'm not gonna argue against it. I mean, he's definitely at the bottom too. Like, he's somewhere in there. I don't think he's below Casty though. I agree with you there, Bailey.
Can we
mean,
bump to the top of D?
I guess that's fair considering this is a Phillies podcast, but you guys don't know him like I do,
That's
quite
true.
frankly.
That's-
You don't know him like
that's
I
fair.
do.
And you don't
That's
know
fair.
Cassie like we do.
That's true. Well, I don't like Casty either. That's fair. I honestly like if there just needs to be a separate tier. Fuck those guys, and that's where I'd put.
Well, there needs to be a tier below that for this next guy that we're about to talk about. Austin Hayes.
Fuck you, Austin Hayes. We fucking hate you, Austin Hayes.
Check episode 1 of the podcast. We've been saying it since day one. Austin Hayes, sit on one, choke on one. We don't like you around here.
Yeah, we do not like Austin Hayes, bro.
Couldn't even find a picture of him in Phillies gear.
Good.
Yeah.
They're all AI. Didn't actually even play for the Phillies. Any objections to Austin Hayes going in the D tier?
Nah.
No.
Good.
Fuck you, Austin Hayes. We hate you, Austin Hayes. Fuck you.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry.
Your turn, Matthew.
Ooh. Let's talk about Mr. Johnny Cash himself. He's been everywhere, man. Edmundo Sosa.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Edmundo Sosa, dude, I want to go everywhere with Edmundo Sosa. I just want to talk to him about anything, dude. He doesn't really give dad energy, but it's like he's definitely S tier, in my opinion.
I'm with you. 100%.
Like he's always smiling, dude. Like he's happy to play. He's happy to be there. Like I don't know. I want to run some repo with Edmundo Sosa.
Oh yeah.
Could you imagine?
I want to play rematch with Edmundo Sosa.
Dude, that'd be a blast. That'd be a blast. I want to hang out with this guy. He's a cool guy.
Edmundo Sosa, if you want to come on the pod, well, just let us know. We'd love to have you on, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck baseball.
I'm with you there on S. Unless Matt has any objections, I think that's locked in there.
I think that's locked. I think where he is in the standings of S is good. I think that fits. I think that I would put Schwarber and Wheeler above, but I think he fits. Seems like a good guy.
He's everyone's
there to play.
favorite teammate. Everyone, anytime someone is asked about like, oh, who's like the nicest guy on the team, they go, oh, Sosa. Like, every single time. Funniest guy on the team, nicest guy on the team. It's Edmundo Sosa every time.
Mm-hmm.
That puts you up.
All right. That puts me up. This might be controversial. Just gonna put that out there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going Trey Turner in C.
I'm with you.
I don't get great vibes from him. I don't think that he's the biggest team player. I think he's quick. I think he could beat me in a race, and that's for sure. But other than that, I don't really want to hang out with him that much.
Trey Turner has lived in this very strange space in my mind, especially this season, where he was great this season. He was great. For some reason, I just never felt it. I'm still to feel it with Trey Turner, the love for him in the pinstripes, but it's just not for me. I thought it would be. I thought it'd come around by the time he started being a regular offensive threat, but even then, I mean he was the NL batting leader this season, and I just didn't feel moved by it. I'm not interested by him off the field. I'm not. Yeah, I'm with you, Matt. C seems more than fine to me. Maybe above Kepler, just because maybe it's a little disrespectful, but that's the only thought.
Yeah, I would say, in my opinion, it's going to be a low B, high C. Because quite frankly, I feel like every time I look at Turner, he's always like shaking his head. He's always just like, psh. He's always like, and I'm just like, oh man, like we'd be walking, and like he's not noticing that like I'm trying to move over because like a tree's coming up, and I'm like, and he's just saying, psh, and I walk into the tree, and I'm like, dude,
look out
really?
for your friends,
yeah, look out for your friends, and it's like, come on, man, you're just sitting there shaking your head. And I'm asking him if he likes my new beanie, and he's like, psh. And I'm like, dude, come on, I just got new stuff, and I want to share my excitement with you, and he's not sharing it. I don't know. But overall, he's a good guy.
It's a great point, Matthew. And yeah, I think C fits in perfectly. Now, I've got one that I don't think is going to resonate well with Phillies fans. But I need you guys to follow me on this ride here.
All right.
The single longest tenured Philadelphia Philly is Aaron Nola. He has had dominant years. He's been shaky over the past few. He's a huge foodie. He loves Philadelphia food. He loves Philadelphia. I'd be fascinated to hear everything about what it's like moving from Louisiana to Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, and adjusting to that life every single day. And not just adjusting to that life every day, learning how to be a pitcher in that every single day. Because grabbing a baseball in Baton Rouge, Louisiana is a completely different game than grabbing a baseball in Philadelphia in October. I think he has a lot to say, and I think Aaron Nola deserves to be an S tier, exclusively based off of tenure and just his understanding of Philadelphia and Philadelphia fans. He's in my S tier because I'd talk to that guy for literally, he would be so annoyed with me. I would never stop talking to him. I'd be asking about specific strikeouts from over the years. I'd be like, but you guys can push back. I get it.
I was going to say, I would argue high A, personally. To be honest, like, I think at a lunch date, I don't know if he's going to be as as daddy-like as the other ones.
No, but he RVs during the off season,
and that is pretty cool. But
you'd hear all about that.
He is also a big donor to a lot of causes. So he's just overall a good guy.
Mm-hmm.
So he definitely has that going for him, as well as his tenure and everything that you were saying. I think personally, I would argue A, but I could see S.
I could definitely see S. Something about it. I'm right there with Matthew. I think high A feels like I just look at him and I see A. I just feel high A for Aaron Nola.
That's fine. I get it. It's fine.
That's respectable. High A is respectable. That's very good.
It's very good. No, I get it. He's just my baby boy. That's all. I
get
understand. I understand.
I mean, same thing happened for Rangers, so.
Yeah, well, Rangers been here for 5 years. Get over it. Rangers been here for 5 years, and he's not going to be here next year.
Dude.
Sorry. Aaron Nola signed a contract. What's next? Yeah, Matt's turn, I think.
My turn.
This is my turn?
Matthew, right?
Oh, I don't know.
Let's see here. Let's do a freaking. I feel like let's do Matt Strahm. I'm gonna throw Matt Strahm in the B tier.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cause like he's a big baseball card guy, and we could definitely talk about that probably a lot.
It's probably the only thing you want to talk about.
But that's probably where we're gonna keep it. Yeah, I feel like Matt Strahm in the B tier. Like, I'd get lunch with him.
Yeah.
He feels like a little like a kind of a weird guy a little bit, but like not in like too much of an off-putting way necessarily. I'd get lunch with him. I know he got baseball cards. He got Pokemon cards.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool. I'd look at his collection. I'd be like, that's sick. I respect that.
In the way that S is dads, B is kind of filling out to be uncles.
Yeah.
I feel like Taiwan Walker and Matt Strahm both kind of give off opposite ends of uncle vibes, but in the same way that Schwarber and Wheeler give off dad vibes. Just an interesting thought there. Really just working the mind experiment here. Then, yeah, I believe it's I'm good with Matt Strahm and B.
I'm good with that. I like that. Let's see. I'm gonna go JP, Bermudo, JP. I'm gonna go bottom of B. I could see I could feel top of C also. It's up to debate. I don't think I'd put him anywhere lower than that. But I mean, he seems like a nice guy. I could definitely sing, I could sing that with him and it would be good and we would have fun with that.
I didn't consider that. I was leaning C, but he would get a kick out of our rendition of Brother, Let Me Be Your Shelter.
Mm-hmm.
He'd do he'd laugh and lean back and clap a couple times. You know what I mean? If we did our cover of his song.
Yeah. Overall, I'm pretty happy with him being in the B. Yeah. I feel like just like, especially being a catcher, there's so much that he does with the game. I feel like there's so much to talk about on that front of things. You could ask him why he doesn't frame. Yeah, just stuff like that. He might have, I don't know, some weird political views.
I think all of them do, unfortunately.
But also, again, I feel like most baseball players kind of probably do. But also, granted, I don't actually know. I don't know the guy personally.
True.
But overall, yeah, I'd go to a food truck with him.
Yeah.
This just popped into my head because we're talking about getting lunch with him. We should do one of those where would you sit, but with these pictures that we have. Post that everywhere. See if anyone enjoys that.
That'd be good.
Okay, yeah, we'll work on that. That being said, I'll jump in here. I'll jump in here and shoot my shot real quick. I'm gonna put Alec Bohm in C tier. I like Alec Bohm a lot, but I fear that is not the public consensus still. Yeah, definitely has some pouty issues, but I genuinely think he's taken a huge step in managing his emotions on the field that he still gets criticized for when he could just look frustrated after getting struck out sometimes, but not everybody gets a camera shoved in their face right after they struck out every time. But yeah, I'll go C. I'd argue putting him over Kepler and Turner just because of the whole daycare situation and what he brought to the team over the past few years. But if you put Turner ahead of him, I wouldn't be sick either. But I do think he firmly belongs in C.
Mm-hmm. No, I agree with C. Because he's definitely not D.
No.
He has good qualities about him.
Should we call?
But what'd you say?
Should we call D terrorists? But I didn't. I think I think I'll just leave that out.
Yeah, don't say that. I would argue that everything I said about Turner applies to Bohm, but worse. I don't know. That's just how I feel. I feel like he's gonna push me in the tree sometimes. But other than that, he's definitely, I think, in C.
Yeah. I believe Turner could go ahead of Bohm. I think that feels good for me also.
That's fair.
Similar to what Matthew was saying. I feel like so far on a lot of these lower ones, Matthew and I have had a very similar feeling about them.
Mm-hmm.
Turner, if he's not going to move out of the way, you might walk in the tree. Bohm might push you.
He might.
And then, you might, and then you say something and he's kind of like a little pouty about it.
Yeah.
And no one likes a whiner, honestly. So.
That's fair.
Sorry. But he is getting better, and I can see that. I could, see where time goes.
He just needs to get better
We'll come
at
back to
baseball
this.
is the problem. That's
Yeah,
the
that would help.
biggest thing at the moment. He just keeps on finally finding his groove and then getting hurt every single time, it feels like. And it's just so frustrating. And same with Turner. Those two belong next to each other. They really do. Oh, Matthew's getting up. All right.
Is it my turn?
It is.
Perfect. Let's go Jordan Romano.
Okay.
I'm gonna say he's down there in D tier.
That's fair.
Granted, I don't really know much about the guy. All I know is that he wasn't very good for us. I know he was good elsewhere, but we don't got a lot to talk about. Quite frankly, I'm sitting there thinking, wait a second. Did you sing that Brain song? Do you know about Pangea?
Oh.
And I keep making Lil Dicky references, and he probably doesn't get it. So I don't know. I feel like the interactions would be weird. That's just based off of personal intuition. And if any of the Phillies players hear any of these analysis that we're making, this is based on our own personal feelings of very little data. So do not take any offense to this because it doesn't mean anything.
But at the same time, this is a definitive list, and you should base all your thoughts off of this.
Mm-hmm.
Matt, I believe it's your turn.
All right. I feel like I'm running out of people that I have any strong feelings about a little bit.
I think once we do, I think we try and snag the people we have strong feelings about now, and then once we do, we kind of just do a rapid fire a little bit and fire through some of these because we do have a lot here, and we are close. We are already over an hour recorded.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay. I'm gonna go Yohan Duran. I don't. I'm gonna say A.
With you.
I don't know if I can put him S. I think he could. I think he's maybe above Marsh.
Yeah. I mean,
He's good.
I think he has a chance to be the future Phillies saves leader, which is really cool.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure when we talk about life stories, someone who's gone from like small market to big market, and I'm sure he has a ton to talk about. I'd be very interested to talk to Yohan Duran.
100%.
You can whip that thing.
Yeah. If we could add,
I want to play 1-inch punch with him.
I was gonna say something like that. If we could add, we get to watch them like throw one pitch in the parking lot at the restaurant that we go to. Duran's top of S tier for me. I want to just like kind of just be standing there and watch him throw a ball at a car as hard as he can.
I want to catch it.
Duran seems like the type of guy that you'd hang out with, and you just kind of give him things to throw at a young age, like just see how much damage he could do.
Mm-hmm. I like that. I want to see him break a window.
Yeah, I want to see him throw a football.
Oh yeah,
right.
yeah.
I believe that puts it in my turn here. Jesus Luzardo is an S tier. I think I'd make an argument that all of the starting pitchers are S tier. But that being said, Jesus, just in the interviews that I've seen, also he's like pretty much my age. He seems very of our generation, and it's just really cool to see. It's really cool to see. I just wasn't anticipating. I wasn't anticipating just how much I was gonna like him outside of just wearing glasses and being good at baseball. Every interview I've seen of the guy, I've absolutely loved, and that wasn't something I was familiar with. Just considering that he'd been playing in some pretty small markets beforehand.
No, I totally agree. I love watching Jesus play. I think kind of like you said, like I look at him and I think like he seems like a normal guy.
It's
you know,
crazy.
it's like, it's like, he has his days that he messes up and he owns up to that. And he's like, it's like, I got to work on stuff. And to hear a professional athlete say that is like, it's like a reset because it's like, oh, he's humble.
Yeah, exactly.
And yeah, quite frankly, I wanna hang out with like where some of the other S tiers, like they're like dads. Like I want to hang out with Jesus like as like a bro.
He'd play games. He'd
yeah,
100%
yeah.
play games.
Yeah, and I mean, his nickname's the Lizard Man. Wouldn't like to have a friend with the nickname the Lizard Man. That's sick.
Imagine you had like a high school friend that like you called the Lizard Man. You know what I mean? That's never leaving you. That's with you for the rest of your life.
That's crazy.
Absolutely is.
I'm gonna go with Otto Kemp. I think Otto Kemp's a solid A.
Yeah.
I love Otto Kemp. He just brings good energy. He's a good ball player. And another guy that's our age. He's just, I don't know, he's a fun guy. He'd be a fun hangout.
We should try to get Otto Kemp on the podcast. That should be the goal.
That'd be sick. The Ottoman Kempire.
I mean, one of the best nicknames ever. The Ottoman Kempire is...
It's crazy.
It's really good. The flags that people make and go to the games and absolutely.
It's killer.
It's absolutely
and
killer.
Just when granted we lost the NLDS, but when Otto came up every time, even though like the first 2 times he struck out, I'm pretty sure. Every time he came up, the whole stadium was just chanting Otto. And it's like literal goosebumps because it's like this dude was just playing on the Iron Pigs, and he's up and he's like playing in the postseason, and I don't know. It's just so heartwarming. I love the guy.
It's super heartwarming, and the fact that he was playing all season with a broken kneecap, you get dog points for that. I mean, that's unreal.
Mm-hmm.
He saw an opportunity that he'd actually get to see the major leagues, and he said, "I'm not stopping now." And yeah, no, that's so cool. So cool. Absolutely love Otto. Solid A. Totally with you.
I'm gonna go Harrison Bader and C.
Fair.
Don't really have too many strong opinions about it. He kind of looks like, I mean, he's also a younger guy. Like he kind of looks like an upperclassman that I would have went to school with, but he kind of would have bullied me.
I think when it comes to going to lunch with the guy, I'd put him in the D tier just because, I mean, I can mention the other guy doing it as well. He's playing on Team Israel in the World Baseball Classic. I'm okay. You know, him and Garrett Stubbs both, I think, check your life decisions. You can say it's just like baseball, but also like, I don't know. I not much better to be playing for Team USA, I guess. But C, D tier for Bader, I'm fine with.
Yeah, that's fair. I feel like with the people that are in the tiers, I feel like C probably, but I could definitely see what you're saying though, Bailey.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, my turn.
Fair enough.
Forgot. So I'm just gonna go 4 for 4 here with the starting pitchers I chose. I'm gonna put Chris Sanchez in S. I want to talk to Chris Sanchez about everything he's ever done in his entire life. I just want to know. I want to know everything about Chris Sanchez. How does he do it? I want to hear him talk about his changeup until I can't hear anymore. Yeah, that's all. Chris Sanchez.
Yeah, I want to shake Chris Sanchez's hand.
Mm-hmm.
I want to hug Chris Sanchez.
I'd pay for the meal with Chris Sanchez.
Yeah, I'd front the bill.
I'd pick up the check.
I want him to tell me about his changeup.
Mm-hmm.
I want to know more about it. I want to know everything about it. I want to know everything about him. I want to know I want to talk to him. I love Chris Sanchez.
I want to just thank him for like 45 minutes. I think I just want to just thank you for changing my life. Thank you for changing my life.
Mhm.
That image of the thank you for changing my life. I'm literally just Christopher Sanchez. That is literally me, and I want that to happen in real time.
Yeah.
Matt, any strong Chris Sanchez feelings?
Yeah, he's a dog.
Yeah,
I love that guy.
He's the ace of our hearts.
Oh my gosh, he's so good. He's so good.
I'm gonna go ahead and put Tanner Banks. It's my turn, right?
Yep.
I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna go ahead and put Tanner Banks in low A tier.
Fair.
He is, I don't know, such a nice guy. Any interview he's in, super nice. He really stepped up this season.
He did.
So overall, so much to talk about baseball. Talk about his socks. Yeah. And he's just a really nice guy. I feel like the whole time he'd be complimenting me, and I'm like, oh, thanks, man. Yeah.
I would say no mustache is B tier. Mustache does bump him to A tier. I think that's the line right there. I think if the socks were lower or the lip was clean, we're talking about a B tier player here. But that being said, lip is not clean, socks are high. A tier.
Boom.
Boom. All right. I think that. I mean, I got like two more I feel strongly about, so I might as well just rip them, and the rest we can probably just toss wherever.
Yeah.
I think that this could be an open discussion for Bryce Harper. I feel like there's a reason why we left him on the table for so long. We knew that a Bryce Harper conversation was coming. Personally, I'm feeling A. I think that there is a conversation to put Bryce Harper in S tier. Obviously, it's Bryce Harper, but and it's like, yeah, I would go out. Yeah, I think he'd be fun to hang out with. I mean, he bakes on his TikTok. Like, I'd love to bake with him. But the thing is, like, where I'm drawing the line is like when he's making me an iced latte, I don't want raw milk in it, and that's kind of where I'm drawing the line.
Yeah.
I honestly, I totally agree with that. And I feel like he might be kind of pushy with it. He might be like, oh, no, you should really try this milk thing I'm doing. And it's like, hey, Bryce, let me have some agency in this decision. So, sometimes we don't want to drink bad milk. Also, if Bryce is... I want to hang out with Bryce so much as if he's in a good mood. If he's laughing and him and I are just really connecting, I want to hang out with him. S tier, boom. If he's in a funk, I'm sorry, Bryce. I'm sick that day. I don't know if I want to go to lunch. That's where I stand. I love you, Bryce Harper.
I think I'm gonna go S tier. I think I'm gonna go S tier because I don't know if Kyle Schwarber is here without Bryce Harper. I don't know if Zach Wheeler is here without Bryce Harper. Christopher Sanchez does not sign an extension without Bryce Harper. Yeah, we don't trade for Yohan Duran. The list could go on and on. Bryce Harper is the face of the modern era of the Philadelphia Phillies. The team turned around when he came here. He was the beckoning piece for free agency. It's super important to have a real identity and have a face of the team. And while we're frustrated with him in the moment, I still don't think that a two-time MVP and one of the youngest players to ever dominate the sport wouldn't be an absolutely fascinating hang, even if he's in a bad mood. He would at least, I hope, answer a couple of my questions as a lifelong Phillies fan. So, I would make the argument that he's in that top three even of Schwarber, Wheeler, Harper. But I understand where you guys are coming from. I just think that we might be getting impacted a little bit too much by recency bias. We could talk about Bedlam at the Bank. We could talk about that pitch from Robert Suarez and what he did to it. Consider these options, please.
No, I definitely agree that he's an S tier. But I do kind of stand by I might not hang out with him every day.
That's fair.
I don't think he'd like a lot of my jokes.
I think he'd take a little bit to come around to him, but I think eventually he'd enjoy it.
Yeah. But yeah, overall, I freaking want to get lunch with Bryce Harper. I think my fear is that he wouldn't want to get lunch with me.
Matthew, you're spitting this episode, dude. You're spitting.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyone else we feel super strongly about in this? I mean, Jose definitely burned some bridges, but I still think would be an absolute blast to have lunch with. So maybe like a B tier for him, in my opinion. If anyone else wants to fire off a couple here.
Kirkring's a gamer. And obviously, things happened this past season. However, I think he'd be a fun hangout. I feel like he's high B. In my opinion.
I'm with it.
I feel good about that. Bryson Stott, I feel like he kind of fits in the high C of it all with Turner and Bohm.
I'd bump him up one, I think. I think it makes sense having Marsh, Stott, and Bohm in separate tiers of likability. I think Stott's defense is going to age super well. And just I don't think he's in the Bohm category. I think he's close to Turner though. So that's where this does get a little funky, I guess.
Yeah, I do like the idea of Marsh, Stott, Bohm. I feel like that's a good gradient of fun.
Yeah.
I like that.
It might go the opposite direction for actual good players, though, which is interesting.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
that's not what we're here about.
That's not what we're here about. I'll throw Stubbs in C tier right next to Harrison Bader.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. Lou Trevino, I don't really know much about him. I just know he had some stuff on his hat, I'm pretty sure. He had CK on his hat afterwards.
Oh, yikes. D tier.
Yeah.
D tier. D tier.
And, yeah, you know.
I don't know anything about him, really, other than what Matthew just said right there. So that feels right.
I'm like 90% sure it was him, so I might just... Sorry, Lou Trevino, if it wasn't you. But with a quick memory and a quick Google, I'm like 90% sure. Yeah, you know. Sorry.
Absolutely. Matt, do you have any quick ones you want to rip off of these three?
I mean, I could put him. I mean, I guess we could save Rob, I guess, but Cal Stevenson and Weston Wilson, I feel like are like B or C maybe.
I'd put them both.
I don't feel
in
strongly
C
about
tier,
them
personally.
Yeah.
I don't feel strongly.
In my head, they're the same person.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, who's up today? Cal? Oh, yeah. Who's up today? Weston? Oh, yeah, you know, the bearded guy. It's just like, they're there.
Where would you guys put Rob Thompson right now?
Rob Thompson. If I'm taking... The thing is that I think Rob Thompson would be such a stand-up guy. I think he would pay for my meal.
Yeah.
And I think he'd be fun to talk to. I think it'd be so fun to talk baseball with him. I think it'd be so fun to just like talk about what he's done with the Phillies. Obviously we're all a little mad right now. But to be honest, I'd say high B.
I'd push S.
Oh, really?
I genuinely would. I mean, he was a bench coach for some of the best Yankees teams in history of baseball. He is the current manager of the Philadelphia Phillies.
Yeah, sure.
And I think just with the way my brain works, I'd like to just straight up ask him about so many of his decisions that he made. I don't know how much fun he would have in that situation, but it would be nice to just be like, why'd you bunt Stott?
No, honestly, I could get behind S tier because it's like, but also on the flip side of that, like the connections that he has with the players, aside from Nick Castellanos, is amazing. And it's like, I don't know, seeing like the handshakes he has with some of them, like that one slow-mo handshake with him and Sosa, I'm pretty sure it is sick.
Yeah.
So it's like, I feel like he'd be just such a genuine guy. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the definitive list here. Matt, do you want to run through the list here real quick for us?
All right, in S tier, top guys we'd just love to be with: Kyle Schwarber, Zach Wheeler, Mundo Sosa, Jesus Luzardo, Chris Sanchez, Bryce Harper, Rob Thompson. A tier, Aaron Nola, Ranger Suarez, Yon Duran, Brandon Marsh, Otto Kemp, Tanner Banks. Coming down a little bit in B tier, Taijuan Walker, Brian Kirkring, Matt Strom, JT Realmuto, Jose Alvarado, Bryson Stott. Dropping even further, this is where it's getting a little shaky with these guys: Trey Turner, Alec Boehm, Max Kepler, Harrison Bader, Garrett Stubbs, Cal Stevenson, Weston Wilson. Coming into D tier, these guys are the worst of the worst. I wouldn't want to hang out with them. These guys wouldn't want to hang out with them. I don't know who would. These guys have no friends. Lou Trevino, Jordan Romano, Walker Buehler, Nick Castellanos. Last but not least, but definitely least, Austin Hayes.
I did have you guys fill out a top 10 and bottom 10 list before we started today, though. And I wanted to reveal the outcome of this. So the way this worked is I had everyone rank their top 10 favorite Phillies from the 2025 season and their least favorite 10 Phillies from the 2025 season. The first place vote for each, whether either it was your favorite or your least favorite from the season, either got you 10 points or negative 10 points, respectfully. No. What's the word I'm looking for there? Each. Like,
Respectively?
Is that what I said?
Respectively.
You
said
respectfully.
Yeah.
Respectively.
Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting, isn't it?
Yeah.
But
Do an episode about that.
all right, guys, scrap the episode. We're doing it about respectively. I wanted to reveal some of our outcomes in the three bottom spots here. We have Walker Buehler, Austin Hayes, and Rob Thompson. Those are each of our bottom person on the list. I skewed the numbers a little bit just to make those reflect properly here. Getting into it, though, our least favorite Philadelphia Philly from the 2025 season comes in at Nick Castellanos, ranking 28th. Then Jordan Romano with negative 23 points. Taijuan Walker with negative 18. Before I get too far into it, did you guys do much deep diving? Do you guys know who the top person is? Do you think you know who the top person is?
No clue.
No?
No clue.
If you had to take a guess, who would you take?
It's got to be a starting pitcher.
Okay.
In my opinion, I feel like all the starting pitchers are a lot of our favorites. I feel like that's probably going to be where it's at.
Okay.
I think it could be Zach Wheeler. I think I saw him in a couple people's top threes.
Interesting. Zach Wheeler did not crack the top 3 of our list here.
Really?
Yeah. So I'm going to start at 10 here. 10 is Brandon Marsh with only 4 points. He was on both of your guys' list, but was actually on my least favorite list. I believe he was the 10th person on my list. Then coming in at 9th is Yohan Duran. I was actually the only one that ranked him. And coming in at 8th with 10 points, Ranger Suarez. Matthew, you're the only person to rank Ranger Suarez in our top 10s, which I think was super fascinating. It's something that really didn't even click in my mind. I love Rangers so much. But then in 7th, Edmundo Sosa. 6th, Bryce Harper. 5th, Aaron Nola. That's a lot of my own doing. I apologize. He is one of my favorites, though. I'm sorry. 4th is Zach Wheeler with 19 points. 3rd is Jesus Luzardo with 21. So that leaves 2 people there at the top. We have Kyle Schwarber and we have Chris Sanchez. And Chris Sanchez won first place with 25 points. He was, I believe, both. No. He was my number 1. He was Matt. He was your number 2. And Matthew, you had him ranked down at number 5. That was just the most consistent placement there. Really, really interesting. One other thing that I thought was super fascinating is that, Matt, you're the only one you're not a Phillies fan, and you were the only one that included Max Kepler in your least favorite of the 10 in your least favorite 10 this season, which I find is very interesting, and I think a huge oversight on my part. I have names listed like Brandon Marsh and Trey Turner that I think would not be on my negative list if I had put enough thought into Max Kepler, because absolutely he was very frustrating this season, and I think that would have bumped Trey up a couple spots because they would have bumped him off of my list entirely. I mean, some really interesting stuff. JT Realmuto ranked technically below Otto Kemp. Trey Turner had negative points overall. He's not listed on either of our favorite 10, any of our favorite 10s, and both me and Matt's least favorite 10. Just a super fascinating little exercise. I apologize if that was boring for the listeners here, but I thought that would be a cool little thing to go through. We're gonna try and cook up a little graphic and get that posted out on our socials. So if you haven't already seen us there, go check that out. That being said, guys, we gotta have a Goober of the Week this week. Could kind of be anything. Do you guys have any thoughts that come right to mind?
Mm-hmm. What about that guy that did the celebration and got rocked? I know you want to put him in Goober of the Week.
What was his name, Matthew?
Can't remember.
Mac
All I
did
know
Goober
were
the
the
Week.
Eagles.
He uploaded Gooberty.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Go watch Gooberty, dude.
Go watch Gooberty. Right?
Go watch
And that's why Matt is the Goober of the Week.
Matt, you will get the opportunity to be the first person to ever receive Goober of the Week live on air. Your acceptance speech.
Oh, okay. I couldn't have done it without you guys. Puberty was a tough one to get through, but we did it. But yeah, feels good. That's cool. That's cool. Goob to the moon.
Wahoo!
Yahoo! Thank you again so much for doing that, Matt. And keep your eyes out for some more games and other things that Matt and all of us have in the works. But Matt's really spearheading that front of things. And so if you guys see some variety content coming out of the Goob, make sure you say thanks to Matt. He's rocking that shit right now. That being said, follow us on TikTok, follow us on YouTube, follow us on Instagram. We're not going to use it yet. Matthew, tell them about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Make sure you do all those things. Do either of you guys have anything to leave our lovely listeners with?
Yeah. If you guys like this episode, thank Matthew. It was his idea to do this one. So shout out Matthew, I think this.